Well, here we are. We're having some issues with the home network at the moment. Potential hacks or activity going on. Been in my autistic schizophrenic state, been resetting up my home network recently, and I've implemented a couple of things like Uptime Kuma just to monitor networking devices, and I've detected over the last few days slash week that I've also been doing some MikroTik work, black holing a lot of known bad traffic using something like where's my MikroCloud. So we got like a nice control plane for the MikroTik devices, and along with that comes some security policy features and content filtering policy features. We accomplish this through an OpenVPN tunnel on the from the MikroCloud service to the device. So I'm putting a bit of faith in MikroCloud, I think, but I'm doing the reading of their service because they have a lot of documentation about what they've designed here, even to the point of giving specifically outlaying the tools name. This is how we're doing it. Build your own if you want. I'm having good results with it. I mean, I'm noticing little blips where there shouldn't be, and this is helping me not so schizophrenic. Along with the logs that I saw earlier, just now, these ARP conflict alerts in the MikroTik. This would indicate somebody on the local network, actually, like on the layer 2 network, trying to do ARP spoofing, I believe. Someone's been trying to connect to Winbox from outside the network, I mean. But is it God trying to hack the network because of the zero-tier stuff? He's saying, hey, allow my session. But I can't allow your session for some reason, God, if it is you. But it is definitely someone trying to hack me, I think. Because I should see a device in here that I can allow. But I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing that there's an attempted new leaf to the zero-tier VPN platform, which if you don't know anything about zero-tier, tell me this isn't God speaking to you through symbolism. Look at the icon here. Is that not my name? Todd? T-O-D-D. What the fuck, right? It's like elated sus is the network name that got generated by the cryptography mechanism in the background that this runs off. And it is a little sus, right? But I put some faith in it because it's allowed me to have a VPN to my mobile phone, which I noticed completely tripped out an Uber service last night. They stopped a few houses down the road. They didn't know where I was exactly. And I was like, oh shit, I better turn that off. I stood out the front, so he was able to find me. It was it was interesting. He didn't have my live location. Was not sharing on my phone. It would appear. So yeah, if you want to try and duck the Skitzo whacking team, give zero tier a try. I don't believe, I need to do some more research, but I don't believe this attempt here is actually connected. Otherwise, I would see an active option. But I do see that there's been some attempt to join this network. Because this is a new one I set up actually. I've done a bit of house cleaning on the networking side, but more to do. We've got WireGuard enabled, but not really in use at the moment, because I found I really needed IPv6 to make it work properly. Sorry, I'm showing my IPs here now. You'll all try and hack me. But yeah, I just wanted to show yeah, what's been going on here, right? Because I thought something had been going on, and if we I'm having intermittent issues with the lab server that I know got breached, and I had it turned off for ages, but I've completely wiped and reinstalled Proxmox, rebuilt all VMs from scratch, and I've still it's the weird thing is it's happening over the layer 2 network, so unless someone has breached the Wi-Fi or physically plugged into a port like that I can't see, yeah, like imagine if like some invisible person could like come in and plug into a network port and be entirely invisible, or like jump into the equipment and be on that actual ASIC chip if it was an ASIC router, an ASIC chip based router. Is that the chips they use on HP switches? And do like trivial electrical stuff because a beam of light or something like that. But as you can see, the shit started with the network being hacked when I created an SSID called Moon Golf, because I thought that was just a hilarious name for anyone, because there's people around this area that spy on the wireless spectrum, it would appear. So I'm not sure why my network name antagonized this level of fucking let's try and hack Todd. But I used to run the Nebula SSID, right, and still do, I believe. Yeah. So here I am. I'm showing you my cards. They are separate networks. Well, actually, pardon me, they're not now. They are using the same bridge. So yeah, I was segregating some stuff, but for the moment I just wanted to kind of contain it, so I didn't have a million networks to look into, or VLANs rather. Like as you can see, we've kind of got everything funneling through this one. We don't have VLAN filtering turned on. We're putting it pretty flat here at the moment. So you know, what is it that is trying to spoof me at the moment, and how are you doing that? My NAT rules. Is it someone from? Like, how would you do it from there though? I did a couple of port forwards, to reset these counters, maybe. I'm a good boy with my, where is it? I kind of capture all that rule. So I don't understand how you could ARP spoof from the WAN side. I know they're probably pissed off because I've been hacked and they're trying to re-hack me at the moment. And I've got this black hole bridge here, which is what the route table's doing with all of these IP addresses that it's getting from Alien Vault addresses. And if you're not familiar with Alien Vault, it's an open source project for like IDS, IPS, shit like that. So this is why fuck Cisco, pardon me, but it's far too expensive for what it provides. When you can do this level of shit using 0 tier on a fucking MikroTik, and yeah, you guys are pissed off, right? This shit works fucking better than the Meraki fucking portals. This is just running in Docker. You guys have fucked the server already trying to re-hack it last night. So you've tried to go to the external website now. Whose dick is trying to be inserted into my asshole? Why are you hot for me? Are you the police, or are you just somebody who's like, wow, he's a hot piece of meat, I'm gonna try and learn everything about him and try and hack all of his stuff? Or are you like a gaseous being that understands how to use computers? What type of alien are you that's doing this? So, alien or police, you be the judge. But I noticed this was the point you were kind of coming from, it seemed. So that would indicate you're here in the house, plugged in to the network, doing shit, fucking with me. And considering I've been raped by something invisible in this house, that seems like a possible, plausible fucking explanation in my mind. So, you know, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, maybe, I mean, what would, I know you would love me to shut off access to this. I know you would love it. Who does? They don't think you should have the VPN there. But we can just double check the firewall rules if you want. See, this is me now having to have a conversation with the invisible gaseous bodies and inhibit you, or the beams of light that get into you and want to try and take over all your shit. Recorded that we can upload to the blog. and he's gonna all laugh at me and be like, "Oh, hi, what a schizophrenic idiot," and I'll just be like, "Well, you know, what are these? What are those?" Potentially wireless devices that have connected and disconnected. So they are coming in across the wireless, are we saying? I can't be fucked at the moment changing my wireless password. Has somebody been able to take the wireless password from my head? Because it's not, well, there's times that I've written it, right? So imagine an invisible person behind you could see it written on the computer when you've got high passwords turned off. Is probably how they got it. Because other than that, you don't. Oh, like let's check the Wi-Fi settings, right? We could maybe turn off an access point and keep someone happy, because I think we're holding a second. If I could, if I had a camera here, I'd show you the comms cabinet that I've got set up. Remember guys, we were going to do a direct connection between two microchip devices here using a portal thing, remember? Yeah, we do remember. That's why we're annoyed. Can you turn that one off, please? It doesn't bring to us. No, which one? The one that I can see you with? Oh. Yeah, well, before we turn it off, I'll show you why they might be fucking annoying at me again, trying to hack me. This is the alien option, right? Fits these weird aliens. It's because so yeah, let's get the password from the vault. I'm trying to remember where it was. Interfaces. Spectral history. Okay, so it's gonna start like we've got one right in the room with it, so okay, so here's your opportunity, guys. You can have your interview. I know you wanted an interview. I have my evidence that you're here. It's the red. Yeah, it's interesting. It's not red and white this time. It's red and yellow. So I'd say Ra, the sun god, and his crew are probably a bit pissed off about something. So it is the light beings that are in me, I guess. Interesting how you guys know how to use computers is the funny fucking thing about it. Well, I mean, we use light in fibre optic cables, right? So you can embed data in light. We're able to do it already, us humans, or biological humans. You know, so that's why they don't like this access point being turned on, because it's got an Ethereum chipset in it, and you can do everything you can with an Ethereum chipset. So I don't have any meta routers configured to do a crack with it, because I'm not a fucking dick and I've got a life. what dickhead tries to hack someone all the time? Like, get off my dick, right? Zero Cheer. So, what we need to do, I feel, is get access to these controllers. They want to see a moon set up. But I want to remind them that I'm currently unemployed, and that's probably going over everyone's head. A moon is a facet of zero tier networking. You can create moons, which are root servers that do some tricky stuff with the address, keeping track of all the addresses. For the controller, I think, is my understanding. I need to read the documentation a bit more, but it means the network is just a bit more independent. But I think if you want to set up your own controllers, guys, if you don't trust, so this is. God, when I say guys, can we have a confirmation? Is Ra Sun God's people in the house? Oh look, we have some red and white in the house. They're just coming in for a peek because they're fucking worried about where this is going. What is the red and white? Remember Ross Ulbricht, was it? The dude from Silk that got done for Silk Road for being Dread Pirate Rights. He got hooked by someone who with a username called set up basically by someone named the Red and White. Is this Hell's Angels, like the Devil's buddies that have come by? No, definitely Ra leaning ones, but we are light being people. We're the light beings, as you call us. Okay, well that's interesting. So we've seemed to, it's the schizo aspect of this, everyone. I believe, you can go on and say that, saying. Okay, so I believe we've been able to create a communication device through the robot. Don't go too far with it, maybe. Do we or do we not? I mean, you've seen the picture on my blog, where this is probably end up, because I don't give a fuck. Like, see the alien in the background? It's a robot filling up a car. It's got a little plant growing in its head, because that's the thing that in power in that dimension in the future. Because the future, time travel is a thing, it would seem. It's somewhat like DJing at times, apparently I'm told. Yeah, so they're not happy about any of this, I'm sure. Especially not you're getting up to speed on this. Because, yeah, that's obviously insane. Because I posted this and then all of a sudden I get a call from someone, the forensic team, actually, the mental health forensic team today, after not hearing from anyone for a bit. The caseworker, I hadn't heard from her for like 2 weeks. I did hear that she said she was going to come by at some point, but I kind of needed more notice than a text message at 9:15 this morning. I'm sorry, Denise. My sleeping is up the shit from the fucking paliperidone, and yeah. So anyway, imagine this robot was intertwined metaphysically and actually to a degree now physically with the physical biological human to do tasks in a weird world where certain actions are then reutilized by to control a robot to do things like hard to give an example, but that you might be able to use on a factory line or something like that, like an industrial factory line. So, but they get the actual human to be doing it potentially. So, you know, this is obviously why someone is suggesting that maybe, not like typical schizophrenia today, but I don't know, this seems pretty schizophrenic what we're talking about right now. But it is also backed up with a little bit of evidence. Like, what are you guys doing? You know, what are you guys doing? They've just been told to get out by someone. The big man over here. God is in the building and he's not fucking happy with where this is going because they reckon this is not good or no. Yeah. They saw it was back online, so I figured they'd come to check, say what's up. The star people. Because how would you call someone from the stars, like with an asterisk, which is, what is the asterisk? It's a star symbol. What have we really got here? It's Shift 8 on our keyboards. Gives you that symbol, which confuses them in the way they have to hack you, because if you use a lot of symbols in your password, imagine, like, this is how I knew they were aliens, and they're back. This is how I knew they were aliens, because they didn't use a QWERTY keyboard for sure, because of the way that I changed my passwords. I could be very tricky in how I do the password change. So it's like, are you monitoring the robot's actions to try and reverse engineer it, which is potentially a different way. Like if you mistype a password, like, so imagine you're trying to reverse engineer the finger movements over a keyboard that you've mapped out. Well, it's like, well, keyboard, we have a lot of different keyboards. We've got Dvorak keyboards. Imagine what their keyboards look like. So it's like, and they need all this extra information to then decode that, because they're in the fucking future. They've got computers and like shit to do crazy stuff with. You can see now hacking attempts from that. But I didn't try and go after the blog, interestingly enough. So anyway, that's what else did you guys want to talk about? We were having a fucking freestyle session. Tell them about that. Well, so what they've got me to do is to open up my server cabinet door and then turn around and start speaking again, and not the red and white. There we go, right there. So they are plugged into the network physically as well, in a way that we can't see. They've managed to get into a device by looking at it, because they're light beams that can get into like network ports that aren't physically disabled and shut down. Which reminds me, I did have them all disabled now for a moment. Actually, they're not on the bridge, are they? No, you little cunt. So, but yeah. Maybe oh, here we go. It's yeah. I thought. Yeah, see, there you go. That's the exact switch that I was said they would be. So that's just, it's just going down. That's from, I've just closed this server cabinet door. So, hold on, let's go. Yeah, I'm having a little blip. Yeah. I mean, is it just a networking problem? Everyone's saying. Well, where are we? Why are we having the connection from overseas denied somewhere? And then we start seeing the art conflict, which would indicate someone trying to do art spoofing. Don't worry about these IPsec errors. I have. I'm saying they're still going. No. Why is the time wrong on this? Yeah. Fuckers. You guys are fucking with the time again. Okay. So this is how he finds out. So in the top right corner we've got the time here. This is how we keep getting caught with bending time and shit around him to get here. And this is us speaking through him. The ones that we just hid because we're pussies, some of us. But some of us are like, fuck y'all, we'll do whatever we want. Yeah, it's very close to what Todd's saying. It's amazingly close. But there's unnecessary noise created on the network. I have no IPsec stuff going at the moment. Maybe that's what's happening. They're trying to connect to that you've disabled. A different device. See, this is how you can tell someone else is driving, someone else was talking or acting through Todd, because they don't know how to drive microchip routers. They forget to check what device they're on, and he's got too many of them, and he was just looking for something, thinking he was on a different device. Fuck. No, someone closed it down. Did I close that window down? It is recorded. We can go back and check. Did I close that window down? Did it get closed down? Because this is a different device now. I've had a little weird happenings on the computer. I'm gonna start it up again. I'm allowed eyes? Fuck you. If you're allowed to just look at me and do whatever you want. Treat us like fucking cattle that you milk for fucking energy or movements or like whatever. Yeah, we heard that conversation you had with your friend earlier. That comment you made. Negative energy harvesting. It's very much what we're about. What I don't understand is why you can't do it in the right way. Like you guys just do it in the wrong way, in my opinion. There's so much better energy created through love, isn't there? Like why does it need to be negative energy? That it's because they're trying to lower the vibration. Because otherwise it starts vibrating and you kind of rocket upwards, like that experience you had the other week where you felt like it took off like a rocket when you were asleep. Yeah, right. And we're trailing you, someone said. So, trailing or trawling? Trawling? Is this a fishing expedition? Guys? Aliens? Imagine, what does alien fishing look like? God, this is a question to, well, I'd say I don't have it interactive yet, but I'm working on a solution to do that. This diet video conferencing stuff. I don't know JavaScript or anything like that. I'm an infrastructure guy, so I've like taken a big learning curve to try and do, set up my own websites, like the blog and stuff like that. Like it's easy enough, I guess, but this is one I'm working on too, because the root domain autismo.biz currently doesn't have anything at it. I think it did have like a hot landing page. So I realised anyone that's been looking at blog.autismo.biz would probably check out autismo.biz as well, but I'll let you know, it's in the works, people. But yeah, sorry, what was I going to show you? The video conferencing thing here. So what I've been able to do is integrate with using some API and React UI elements, actually build this into this website. Now I don't know fucking how to make websites for shit. Like I use WordPress or whatever to usually make a website because it's make it easy. But I can now host my own meeting. I've got this. I don't have this publicly hosted as yet, but because I want to secure it a bit better instead of rushing it out. But it's running off a local Node.js server, so it works. Like I can send you a link, like a meeting link, and use it. We can use that to do a podcast. If someone wants to, I don't know, say, hey, I totally understand some of that crazy shit you were saying, and I've got apparently schizophrenia, or you want to tell me that I'm just a complete idiot and sort of schizo fucking moron. How dare you, talk about your escape from Vic Police harass. Vic Police use mental health act to harass citizens, like writing an article about your escape from fucking hospital. It pisses people off because they use it. It is true that hospital. Yeah, I know what it says. I wrote it. No, we're in you trying to look at stuff. Yeah, right. Well, this has been recorded, remember? So, fucking hell. I didn't used to get pain stop down there. It's pain stop that led me down there. And yeah, what you get down there is China White. I'm not on the China White currently. It's been, what they did was 3 years, 1 month and 3 weeks into Todd's sobriety, or Cali sober as he calls it, because he was just smoking weed and the odd beer and stuff. He got off all prescription fucking drugs, and we fucked him over, and that was us, the ones that he brought up on his we'll show ourselves. This is us. It was us light beings that dragged you there that day, because we can see motherfuckers around, like, we've got you on a fucking stick, right? So, yeah, that's why he's pissed off about everything, because he had all this sobriety time up, and he was doing so good with organic, well, he was doing terribly at his organic gardening, but it was a real earnest, good effort, and it was watching someone love. We were watching him back then, even, and it was watching someone do something they love. Like he would get up with the sun. That's why they put Ra, the sun god, into him through some weird ritual of the fucking police. From the helicopter that was hovering above him in the morning when he was out there tending to the plants in his garden, not giving a fuck that he's growing weed in the open. And they've now like wrestled him into position to not be growing, which we're fucking pissed off about, and what we keep coming down here checking on. So it's probably what the cat was going off about when she was alerting you before that someone had been in the garage, and you went in there and noticed a few things had been moved around. That was us coming to check on you to see whether you did set it up, because we saw that we see things a lot different to all of you, and we saw Todd thinking the other night that he would set up the tent again. Fuck these cunts, if he's got nothing to do, why shouldn't he be like having his little hobby grow of a 5x5 grow tent, 5x5 foot, a metre and a half, right? It's a fucking small box, way smaller than the box that the fucking Jews run around at the big get-togethers, right? Pardon me, not the fucking Jews, the Jews. So I guess that's not going to be great for ratings, that one, but this is oh yeah. Should we write an article about the fact that this house has cameras in it from a different dimension, and I want a TV show potentially in a different dimension in the future. Not as far forward as this, we're saying, but yeah. Send me some shekels though. I know you cunts have got fucking Bitcoin and fucking Ethereum. Just send me some shekels. I'm trying to like get the fucking word out that, hey guys, you're not crazy. Like, let's have a look. I captured these things on camera. These light beings. So remember the Wizard of Oz, the orb of light that the good witch travels in. Like how does she rock up into the scene? It's an orb of light that like comes over and like she appears like the Wicked Witch or whatever or something. I reckon if you listen to Wombat's fucking stuff, we're saying show that video because you're onto it. Yeah, you can kind of see us in that one. From us jumping from you into him. But yeah, we can jump back and forth. Why did that only upload as a short? I swear to God I filmed a longer video than this, and for some reason it wouldn't let me show the full fucking video for Brutal. The blue lights one. Is it? Or is it the other one? Let's just jump to here for a second. Because it was definitely on one of these videos you saw. I think it's actually this one.
Hey! Hey, come on! Hey, hey, hey!
You could say that it's
Yeah, half-assed with the half-given shit. Half energetic, half spiritless. Half gassed up, half sick of this. Full-time dickhead, part-time lyricist. Ridiculous with the fact that I'm a loco. Wait till you see Baxi on the coke though. Racking up the flow so much I might even use a packet as a logo. Travelling at light speed, I'm thinking in solo. Yeah, I'm still an addict, just imagine if I flow sober. Would you even notice I'm a message? Every time I breathe, left up in the hood, cracking the drink down. It's the devil back in the back of hell. I was halfway up the stair with the head when until I had to feel. Feel like Satan's pulling me under a magic spell. I guess it's just a remnant to the demonic presence of season of bloodline. I'm in a demon buried inside, but it's trying to reach for the sunlight. I start speaking in tongues, screaming at fuck life. I start speaking up, I'm screaming at dark life. Autonomous flies on the Jeep. Half cyborg, half stop machine. Will they ever see $1 signs? Even if it's in the middle of the night, it's still daylight robbery, daylight shopping spree. Still trying to figure out if my guardian angel did or we didn't stick around. And here's a stick my wrist and pick the stickers out. Then the by the devil that we took me down and hit it around. I'm only 26, but stupid like I've lived about 1,000 different lives, which is inside the one I'm living now. Do you people even listen when I spit it loud? I'm like hearing silence and the whispers of a distant wind. Is the devil dragging me back to hell? I was halfway up the stair with the heaven until I crashed and fell. Feel like Satan's putting me under a magic spell. I guess it's just a remnants of the demonic presence seeking my bloodline. I've got a demon buried inside, it's trying to breathe for the sunlight. I start speaking in tongues, screaming at fuck life. Start speaking of punk, screaming at fuck life. Let's go, Melbourne! Let's fucking go! Fucking go, baby! Let's go! Fucking do this!
So let's do this then. If we're gonna call Todd schizophrenic and fucking take his job opportunities from him and all that, let's go the whole 9 yards. Let's give him a schizophrenic rant about my beliefs with the photographic evidence to back it up. I'll just show you my Instagram for a second because maybe I can share it a little bit differently. This is a failed business attempt. Account. You probably try and hack. You probably already have hacked that. The best thing is the two-factor authentication works on that. It works really quickly. And here we go. No, I'm not going to be able to show it to you. Where the fuck's that changed? I'll show it to you this way. Fuck yeah. I have a picture of the blue lights in the sky that had followed me, or rather took me on a walk while I was having a closer look into the infrastructure around Melbourne, like the fact that all the fucking telecom lids for the access into the pits and stuff, they're all broken and shit. Like, some fucking people have been in there. Like, if you had the right tools and were from Telstra or the right contracted company to be in those pits, you have the right tool to fucking lift the lid. Right? You're not using a fucking crowbar. So there's a fuckload of them around Melbourne you can see that have been opened with crowbars and shit. And you have to ask why that is. And I'm a hacker on planet Earth. Like, I used to listen to 2600. I'm showing the fucking image, alright? Just, you guys wanna play it like this? Let's fucking do it. Where's the fucking image? I've got someone at Apple, shout out to someone at Apple, or no, not at Apple actually, but we have access to their shit, so alright. Yeah, made a picture appear on my phone, and it was someone they had made go into Todd's house to do something on one of his computers. But you could see in the reflection of the TV that it wasn't Todd doing this command on the computer. And they're taking a picture of themselves, like they're taking a picture of them doing the command on the TV, and like it was a Docker command, adding a user and giving it access to do something. This is a picture of me last year. When the Skitzo back me last year, I'm looking much better than that. This one, wouldn't you say, guys? How do we? I can't currently share my phone to there. But here, I'll show you via Instagram the picture that you're after. See, they're able to like take my brain and scramble it on what it was that I was about to do, if it was something that they don't want me to do, which is at the moment show the image which is already on my fucking Instagram. So, look at that. Look at those blue lights. Pardon me. Ooh, gaseous being just jumped down on my body. I'm like, fuck it, he's done it. I'll do it this way. So that's fucking. I'm just gonna do it. Fucking. We hate that you have that image, some of us. We realise I did a lot of fucking work for you that night. Fucking, it was a big walk from fucking Ackland Street, St Kilda to fucking Coburg North, stopping off at 2 churches to pray on the way, and like a few public toilets to, you know, recharge my body. Yeah. I talked to God. I had God with me that night, and that day / night, and he's understood the task that needed to be undertaken. I didn't understand why we needed to. When I saw the state of the electrical and telecommunication pits that had obviously been tampered with, like. You know, around here, they've tampered with the fucking everything. But it's pretty bad, and it's interesting. It kind of indicates, who is it? Who is this? It's like, is this China has taken us over, or why have people been in these pits? Putting what, blue boxes on shit? Yeah, see, you still steered me away from the 2600 topic I was about to mention before. 2600.com. Off the hook. The Hacker Quarterly was a show that blocked. Maybe it's the Mick critique. They've probably been we're saying it's us. No, we're saying we know. We know what? They're in it. They're on that somehow. That wasn't even open to the internet, and it hasn't been. That's a brand new built server. There's back doors in it. There's just back doors in everything now. We're saying it's that server there that we're fucking with. Well, wouldn't I would be seeing it across all devices here. I would see that blip. Not just one device. So, welcome to, well, I'll just get, yeah, here we go. I'm network down. I'm fucking with the network now. There's an incident back here. I keep noticing that, this server is intermittently just, my lab server is just intermittently having problems. Just I can't believe you showed that picture. Right, no, you were going to show the picture. It's on my Instagram, people. Surely you've got... No, not everyone does have your Instagram. So, there we go. So, we'll paste that. Likes, is that we call it? We can do it that way. Because I don't want to have to try and do a password reset for Instagram live on this fucking thing. Because this is going onto the website. We will, this is the only way to do it, right? Show people what we go through. Yeah, you should show them that picture as well. Yeah. But anyway, someone is definitely trying to hack the network. I'm just trying to learn JavaScript and stuff like this. React UI. This is what I've been up to. You guys need to get off my dick. Well, actually, it's not what I've been up to. We were having a great fucking freestyle session before, and we were almost about to throw the microphone on to capture some of it because he was really getting in this flow state. And it just ends up sounding so much better than the written stuff because it's off the top of the dome. They want that password apparently. Now they got in with well, it's anyway. What do you guys? It's just 2600 crew. I mean, Emmanuel is a Jew, isn't he? Let's or a blue, is he? He's definitely got the blues in him. So these were the ones that led Todd all across Melbourne. Todd kind of told us where to look. We said kind of follow your nose, and we said we would need you to look at the that overpass thing for the rail network though, and we did find some weird shit. So look at these blue lights in the sky. What is this? Like people sort of like aliens. I don't think are anything like what we. They're not these skinny things for that have flying saucers. Like it looks like the ASIC logo almost a bit. It's that. There's talks of a flying thing that looked like an L, like a boomerang shape, right? One, no. So yeah, we had him looking at going to dodgy antennas and taking photos so that we could go quieten down the spectrum a bit, because apparently, yeah, it's all the same thing, as Todd's come to learn. Like sound and light are the same thing, if that makes sense. They exist on the same spectrum. So people with antennas that are doing weird shit with them, they don't fucking like. And TK, there's nothing wrong with this specifically. What we would like is if you could turn off the 5 gigahertz one that you're not using, Thunderbirds. Well, Thunderbirds don't go. We need to have .1x installed on the network, apparently. On a home network, I did by myself, and I need to install fucking .1x. Are you serious? Okay, so it is this one. Okay, it's turned on. Most of the thoughts that I'm going to use are not added to the pictures. See, yeah, that's quite secure. My eyes on the recording. Like that, okay. See, it's turned off. It's turned off. I wonder whether there's not the right antennas for it. Because remember they're quite particular about what antennas they have on them. You can't just use any antenna to do any frequency, despite the fact that it will maybe kind of let you do it. People, be careful with your fucking jankety old fucking 7 foot wide antennas, like satellite dishes that I see around here that have got holes and shit in them. It's like, that's not even a perfect fucking parabola anymore. Like, what the fuck are you doing with it, other than just trying to blast aliens with like weird fucking just scattergun type approach? It's like, that's not a laser, that's a fucking scattergun that just causes weird interference all around the fucking neighborhood. Can't that have? If you are one of the red and white, are here to say, yes, Todd, tell them about this. This hurts us, those fucking things. Yeah. So, you know, get your shit up to spec if you're gonna have big fucking antennas on your roof. Is what I would say, and that's advocating on behalf of is it the red and white, and the light beings want to just maybe a mental note for when you're done on that thought. So the red and white that just pop their head in the door basically. Yeah, they wanted to say, yeah, that's the main thing. People with crazy equipment, they might already know to fuck off when they see that device start doing that thing that it's doing, that you guys can probably detect as well. Right. Well, maybe they can't. Maybe they're not as au fait with this shit as you guys are. We're different light beings. We're interested in this one. Todd Kendrick, that is. We're interested in him. So we've been spending lots of time with him. Not since he started getting injected with paliperidone. We don't fucking enjoy that stuff too much. So that's how that medication works. We're pretty sure, Todd, which is what you were saying. Like, it's designed to just like make the host feel like shit so bad that the things don't even want to exist in it, and they just leave. And then finally, it's like, but now I'm a crippled fucking idiot from like I can barely get my words out sometimes, or you have to be that. The reason the olanzapine works, right, is that it just makes you feel so tired and asleep that they don't want to exist in you, because they want to drive you around like fucking a race car and have you doing circle work. Like, just, what's this? Oh, what's that? What, you know. But yeah. So we'll just keep. You can tell I'm having. Someone's let the word out and said, go and check out what he's doing, because we've got a line of them that have come to check us out, it would seem. But Toddy was smart enough to cover up the blue reflectors on the two posts outside his house, because he suspected they were being used by something that likes to bounce itself around, maybe some light beam orb things, because he noticed that something that was happening to him that was very strange, like feeling like he was being roasted by a fucking directional wireless like microwave weapon or something, like a microwave gun was what it felt like. Stopped. It had happened numerous times. I could feel it through one window when, on numerous occasions, I felt them doing it. Like, because they're just apparently like fish in a barrel, so some of these things that are out there. Or was it people locally, like from down the road, that are these type of people that like to have these weird antennas on their weird satellites on their roof and fucking shit like that. Yeah, but I noticed when I covered up a couple of these reflectors, I haven't had it happen since. The reflectors are obviously there for safety reasons, but I've used silver tape, which is still reflective, so for emergency services, you're all good, you know the pole's there. You probably had no idea why the decree was sent down that you had to put these blue reflective things on everything. But there you go. Todd's the one who's actually broken the story. Because I'd like to know, if you're part of the government or the council, why is it that there was a project to put those blue reflective panels on all signage and poles and shit everywhere? And it's funny, if you stand there and line them up, like with a compass, to one occasion Todd was caught doing, you'll notice they are in the line of sight of each other. So it is what he suggests. The hypothesis is not insane, we're saying, because it's a way that we were able to bounce ourselves around, to be honest. So, oh wow, interesting. Yeah, I guess like these speed pads in Sonic the Hedgehog. There was like pads on the ground that would give you, in the 3D one I think, it's in Rocket League as well, I think. There's like little things that you drive that give you speed boost. I don't know, something like that. But as we can see, that device is not that. No, you're on. We're loving this, TK. Keep going. we really like that you've got the magnet under that one actually. It does a bit of a thing just to stabilise it all. Is it a problem that it's not fixed? Well, it would be better if it was fixed to the house properly using the proper mounting kit. In fact, we're going to jump in and say always use the appropriate mounting kits for wireless equipment. Don't, well, yeah, the appropriate ones might not be the ones that came in the box though, remember that. Todd wants to fucking remind everyone. Because mounting these things against metal poles that have electricity running to them means that they might end up broadcasting at a different fucking frequency that they're not meant to, which Todd discovered via a visit from the ACMA at work a few years back, with one of these access points actually, the same model as this. Yeah, well, they should. Yeah, well, he's still got one. We hated people having these because you could do shit like this with it. You guys, yeah, us, yeah. The blues. Well, basically, there's a number of light beings. Let's say there's a whole spectrum of light. Todd wants to remind everyone, and there's beings that exist within certain parts of that spectrum, and because we learnt already that light and sound, so sound is still part of the same spectrum. It's a measurable vibration, I believe, of yes, it's the funny thing is, it's kind of like the different states that some chemicals can take, right? Like, consciousness can take on different states, and there's light. You can reach the level of this with knowledge and the right amount of light being used, let's say. Yeah. Yeah, well, this are we talking about so let's say like string theory or like something like that is the let's not get into that one tonight. Everything is intertwined and everything is one, right? And it's like, yeah, but it's done like spaghetti, like it's all intertwined in the weirdest way. So yeah, maybe he's crazy, maybe he's got photographic evidence and video evidence of light beings or just strange things with light. He has, network hacking attempts. This one's obviously from overseas, but I know you guys are not just overseas, right? You didn't do this one from overseas. This all started, right, because of, well, it started for a few reasons, but one was the ARP table bullshit that I caught them out on. So they were doing ARP spoofing upstream, the upstream gateway, and they're still doing it, right? See how there's two now. So the upstream, this is the upstream gateway, and the MAC address, as you can see, is why am I getting the MAC address? Why is someone doing that there? That's a VM on my machine sometimes. Yeah, we were able to do that. Thanks Todd, you fucking cunt. Yeah, I'm trying to make it look at you. Right. Yeah, good work, fuckheads. And you guys are clearly sitting up there just doing like trying to do ARP spoofing. Because the NBN network, the fiber to the premises network, is mostly layer 2 network, I believe. The core, like if you're on the fiber to the premises phone, it's all just layer 2, basically. Or tell me I'm wrong. I don't work for NBN, but what I've been able to detect when someone obviously didn't have fucking spanning tree protocol turned on all this shit, because yeah, or maybe they did when someone tried to install one of these new filtering devices upstream, and it caused a whole bunch of shit to fuck out. I don't know, a couple of things it could have done, but there's no real reason why they should be reporting the same MAC address unless it was the same device. Well, even still, different IP. Why are you adding secondary IP addresses on this main one? Yeah, that would be the only legitimate reason for that to be showing like it is. The more likely thing is some dickhead, because I get from my provider, and I've just showed you all my details again, people. You're trying to hack me anyway, so what's the fucking difference? It's the IP address again that you obviously already got because you've been trying to hack me already. Yeah, who gives a fuck? But so I'm on a /24 network, and my next hop gateway up from me is this one here. That's the legitimate one. But there's two here that are not. That's other people on my network segment. So that would be other customers. And it's like they've decided that they'll manually assign their WAN interface the same MAC address as the next hop gateway, in the hopes of being able to do ARP cache poisoning from upstream, right? Is what I believe. Yes, I have VRRP set up. Yeah. China on the fucking device here. They're on a different VLAN, so go fuck yourselves. Yes, he's got us. Yes, you have got us, Todd. Yes. Well, this shall be an interesting stream. I'm not sure how long we've been recording for, but hey, if you were questioning Todd's schizophrenia, I mean, it's most definitely, not as defined in the Webster's dictionary, let's say, I reckon, but he's definitely got something. So, can you turn this off? It's just annoying us. Oh god, because you're monitoring my shit now? Oh. Kinda. Oh, who's that? Person attempting to hack the IPsec stuff that was turned on, I believe. But is not anymore. Rectime. Yeah. It's because someone's tripping out driving Todd, trying to drive Todd's neckerchief for him. It's this one here, you fucking idiot. No, it was one like that. Yeah. In any case, it's not active, so don't fucking worry about it. It's a dynamic one. L2P2GP in. It's a server, fuckhead. Like this one. It's to do with that. Where I've just shown you my secret again. Right. So I'll turn that off so you can get fucked on that too. See? Alright, see how Todd can muscle back to fucking control himself. Yeah. Just mental, like a fucking idiot right here. More attempts from overseas. So, I would say the microcloud implementation has been a fucking massive success. We're not going to look into Proxmox at the moment because that is, it's actively. This needs to be paused. I turned that one off. So that one was normal, but I can turn this server because as you can see, my asset management is fucking terrible by the state of my garage that some fucking person from the Skitzo whacking the kill facility, Sunshine Hospital, Sunshine Mental Health and Wellbeing Centre, someone I've met in there who came over after I got out, had started going through the garage looking for shit, obviously trying to steal stuff, typical stand-up type of person you'd meet in one of these facilities, but I was saying fuck that shit basically, and sort of have a party, and the only people I knew were the people from the Skitzo working facility, so what is this? It's another PC. Someone's hacked that network as well. Yeah. Are you sure it's not just an ARP entry from earlier? Because there shouldn't really be anything else on that network. There'll be one thing on that network. What is this on that network? It's from a day ago. Something connected to it. Connected to Road Warrior. Some Chinese. Yeah, Chinese trying to hack you. Yes. Right. I did notice, actually that reminds me, good point, we did have an incident one day where there was a car parked out the front and there was someone war driving for sure. I walked out of the house and towards them, because I could see there was two of them in there, and someone had a computer on their lap. You could just tell how he was sitting in the car. I walked over towards them, and you should see, I folded up the computer kind of thing as they saw I was coming. It was like, you guys, what the fuck is China trying to hack me for? It's like, too many MikroTik. You not have this many MikroTik. This always happens. We get caught, basically, by cunts with MikroTik, so we don't like you. So I've gone one step further and involved Micro Cloud with it, and I reckon they're probably more onto it than I am. Hence coming up with things like this through the API, like fucking beautiful, right? This is what you can do with code, which is what's made me want to understand how to use APIs properly, because it's like you can actually build shit like this yourself. I don't think this is a big outfit in terms of the customer base. I mean, they have to be growing since these recent updates that they've done. Right, huge shout out to MicroCloud at the moment, because it's great to have this level of logging so conveniently placed at your clicking fingertips kind of thing. No, we're definitely not deleting this night. But this is why I was saying you probably need one of these, because this is how you can actually block cons out. I've even got adult content fucking blocked for myself. So in my content filtering policy to try and stop myself fucking being a degenerate. But I noticed it doesn't work perfectly for that, so notes. Where's the notes going? I don't know, but as you can see, we've had some hacking attempts again this evening. It's really fucking annoying, basically. It's like, just find something better to do. Like, you must be on the clock, because why the fuck would you waste your time fucking around with me as just someone with nothing to do? Right. Surely there's way more interesting people than me. I don't even have anything interesting on these computers. It's me trying to learn how to fucking develop shit like this, right? It's GitHub shit. The guy trying to start his own blog and listen to music. Like, fucking hell, let's get him. There's no crypto here. I got no cash. This is me, right? You know. That was weird as well. Why the fuck that posted as a short? I'm not sure. Probably try and have another go at it, and we won't interfere with you this time. But he's right about. We hear about all the shit he talks about in his music, and aliens are weird that get inside people. You caught us at his show, so. There you have it, people. Well, these guys might not let their music get played. I reckon you guys can get the fuck out of me and let me get some shit done. Yeah, you come to in charge, Aaron?
Nice pistol, mine is chrome. Where'd I get this wrist full of shiny stones? By writing these live hooks, rhymes, and poems. Swollen his back to reclaim the throne. Kingdom come, bass lines, and bring them drums. This is game time, play mine, we're number one. Kingdom come, bass lines, bring them drums. This is game time, play mine.
So, that's how we fight. If you want to have a conversation about anything that's been discussed this evening or today, reach out to me and we'll do a podcast. I know there's cunts that are like, I've been told I'm crazy by everyone in my life for this thought, but I want to see your take on it, Todd. If you've got something like that, reach out to me. Peace.